Why can't Democrats understand that rich people get their money from poor people? And when you raise the taxes on the rich, you're effectively raising the prices on the poor. This should terrify you. It does me. Today is Thursday, March the 9th, and this afternoon in Philadelphia, Joe Biden was proposing three new separate taxes that are going to blank America. I can't say what I really want to say, but it starts with R, not F. Let me go ahead and give you a quick summary of the three. Normally I'll tell it to you in the speed run, but you want to know this now. I'll read that during the speed run. 4 paragraphs. The first of the three taxes goes directly to billionaires. If you have $1 billion, just owning $1 billion in assets, whatever money that you make from here on afterwards, you have to pay your normal taxes and then another 25% after that. Name me one corporation in America that isn't owned by a billionaire and the owner just lost 25% of his money. The second tax is on the corporation. Now, he's only going to raise the corporate tax 7%, but it was at 21%, and now it's at 28%. That is a 33% increase in taxes on corporations. So the businesses are going to be receiving less money, and then the business owner is going to have to pay more taxes on top of that. The third and final tax is what's known as U.S. multinationalist tax. See, if your company does anything outside of America, we're not even talking just like importing or exporting goods. We're talking about if you sell your goods across seas, your taxes just doubled from 10.5% to 21%. What is this going to do to gas companies? There isn't a gas company in America that isn't owned by a billionaire. There isn't a gas company that isn't a corporation that doesn't buy or sell gas across the seas. The price of gas alone will go up 42.5%. And then on top of that, every rich company across America will be paying more in taxes and then spending 40% more in gas. Thank you, Democratic Party. In case you're new around here, I am about to do a news speed run. I'll take a couple of the stories of the day. I'll compile the details down on the Cliff Notes. And if you want more, down in the description box will be links to where I found my articles. Having said that, Joe Biden proposes big tax rises and budgets to shave $3 trillion off U.S. deficit. White House plans introduces $3 trillion in spending on Democratic policies, priorities, including health care. Bullshit that it does. And it's funny because I had a story yesterday where they were already talking about cutting $300 billion from Medicare every year. I wonder where they got the $3 trillion from. Joe Biden has proposed big tax increases for U.S. corporations, investors, and the wealthiest Americans as part of a sweeping budget plan that the White House said would reduce the federal deficit by nearly $3 trillion over the next decade. And it will. It probably will. It's going to get rid of the deficit. The deficit doesn't mean dick if we're making more money than we're taking out every year. And because money keeps having more value than it did before, a house in the 1950s was only worth $5,000. This $3 trillion isn't as much as it was in the 1980s. This is total bullshit. Biden laid out his budget plans in a speech in Philadelphia on Thursday afternoon as the Democrat U.S. president seeks to draw a sharp contrast with Republican lawmakers ahead of a looming battle on Capitol Hill over the debt ceiling. Let me read you these last 2 paragraphs, and I hope you have a good Thursday. Where is it? Right here. The proposed tax rise includes a 25% minimum tax for billionaires. There shouldn't be a space there. A 28% corporate tax rate, and a doubling of the tax rate on U.S. multinationalist foreign earnings from 10.5% to 21%. And like I was telling you in my opener, like we do everything like overseas these days. That's how economies work. This scares the shit out of me. The price of everything is about to go through the roof. I hope you guys can do what you can to get these guys out of office. This has been Joshua Shrock. I hope you subscribe. Thank you for your time.